Alright, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Raider coming at you with yet another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And today we've got another one from Taiwan. The company is Noodles, accompanied by happiness. And today we've got... wait for it... we've got another neat packaged one. This is their Fragrant Original Taste. Let me make sure that's what it is before I start saying that's what it is. Yeah, Fragrant Original Taste. And another. This one's nice. A nice couple with their kids. And there's somewhere, looks like maybe evening, but there's trees. I've noticed on the ones that I've like, these two, because I scanned them and I'm like looking at them. In the last two, a huge part of the imagery involves up. Like looking up towards the sky. So I'll have to ask them. I'm curious if that has to do with religion in any way, because it just seems like such a big focus. I mean, there's the focus down here, but it's such a broad sky that it makes me just, I don't know. Am I crazy? I don't think so. I think that might be what's going on there. But this one employs a different width noodle. And actually, as far as dry noodles go, this is pretty much my favorite gauge of dry noodle. Unfortunately, my batteries in my speaker are kind of about to go, so I'll have to plug in an extra cable. But just one piece of it. It's extra wide, basically. Very, very wide. Very nice on the chew. They don't want to... Here, I'll just throw them in. You'll see what they look like after I've cooked them up. And then you'll go, ah. Yeah, I like the wider ones. There's even ones that are super wide called belt noodles that come out of Taiwan, and those are really wide. There you go. And again, we need, 6.5 minutes. And you get one sachet. This is the original. Fragrant Original Taste. Yeah, so what is going on? Got up this morning, went and did a bunch of walking, got back. I feel like I should be catching Pokemon. I'm glad I'm not. That whole Go Fest thing, oh man, in 2 days I spent more than I would probably spend in 2 weeks playing Pokemon. It's a lot of time wasted. But the best part was going up to Anacortes and like getting to the route that me, my wife, and our 2 children took was basically a route that parts not, parts yes, my mom and I would have taken, because when I was a kid, I'm legally blind. My mom was legally blind too. She didn't drive. So me and my mom would walk all over town all the time. It's like if you want to go to the store, it's like dad's at work, mom can't drive, you're walking. I might ride a bike, but yeah, my mom always walked everywhere, and it was good. Nothing wrong with walking. Nothing at all. So, yeah, we went It's funny how much has changed too. There was a spot where there was a little pasture and there was always a horse there, and we'd feed it apples or carrots, I think. And that pasture is gone. Just gone. There's all these new houses, all these new things. It's like, what happened? Why can't things stay the way they were? The question I ask often when I visit my hometown. There's like so many things that keep changing. It's like, wasn't it okay before? Did somebody just decide that things had to be better or had to be changed in some way? Just leave it alone. Yeah, like a lot of historic things that are gone. There was a Scott paper mill that was up there, and my uncle worked for Scott Paper. I think he managed that mill for a while. But anyways, they had a smokestack, and it long after the Scott Paper mill was gone, the smokestack was still there. Well, those old smokestacks haven't been getting maintained, and so it would have cost like some large amount of money to like get it up to code, because they're, and then this new company comes in and they're like, oh well, we want that to go because what if it fell on our new place here? And it's just like, really? There's nothing sacred? I'll answer that for you. No. Nothing. But there's still a lot of stuff in Anacortes that's the way it used to be when I was a kid, and I still like that. But new stuff, it's like, makes me roll my eyes. Even the beach, they broke my beach. They really did. They broke my beach. There was all these old train tracks, and you'd follow them a little ways on this part by the beach, and you would get into all these blackberry bushes, and you'd go down there with like a fishing bucket, and you'd like fill it full of blackberries and bring it home. And Mom would make jelly, that kind of thing, or jam, I guess, is the deal with blackberries. But that's all gone. Got rid of all the blackberry bushes. They when they were, and they like dug out all this area to put in like a new little walking path and this and that. They found an Indian burial ground, and the local tribe people had to come in and do something. I can't remember what, but I was like, yeah, see, should have left it alone, huh? Yeah, screwing things up. Progress. And then the next year, as soon as they finished that, well, there was like tons of overgrown thickets and stuff. Animals live in there. So what happens? Tons and tons of snails. It was just like an influx of snails in the winter. Like our entire driveway at my mom's house was covered in snails. I was like, growing up, I'd never seen a snail anywhere near our place. So that's kind of crazy. And what else? They now all over Anacortes they have deer because of all the building. There's all this new construction. They're building houses and everything, knocking down old habitat, and yeah, so a lot of homeless animals up in Anacortes nowadays. But what can you do? People are gonna do what they're gonna do. But yeah, today is a hot day. Right now it says it is 89 degrees. That's hot for here. That's like really hot for here. Not hot for where you might be, but it's hot for here. Yeah. But oh hey, I think it's time to scratch my own back and then drain these noodles. Unfortunately though, my speaker is running out of juice. means the batteries are gonna die really quick. Which is very unfortunate. So you'll have to hear more of me instead of the speaker, I'm supposing. If I hurry up, maybe you won't. Unless you like hearing from me, and I like that. There we go. Now we're gonna stir. Is it fragrant? That's my first question. Ooh, it is fragrant. Wow, this smells good. Alright, let's have a look-see at this stuff. Yeah, look at those. What is in that? Black bean. I don't know. This one's a trip. Excellent chew on the noodles. Flavor is very good. I like that immensely. Yeah, nice bowl. Put our nice noodles in here that are accompanied by my happiness, that's for sure. These noodles are accompanied by happiness. Alright. Now, these noodles will not only be accompanied by happiness, they're going to be accompanied by an egg. Should have let go. Come on. Sometimes these things don't really want to let go of the egg. There you go. Thank you. Remember, always thank your kitchen implements when they do well. And we've got some, I'm going to use this chicken. I've got some canned chicken that I used the other day, and it just seems like it would be sad for it to go to waste. So there's some canned chicken. I'm going to try to... Okay, and... what are we doing here? I've told you guys about my nose, right? My nose has been bothering me for the last 6 months, and then like recently it's just gotten really bad. It had nothing to do with this stuff, but it's just like I'll move my mouth or do something, and all of a sudden it's just like, it really hurts. There's some spring onion, and we're gonna add some sesame seeds. And we're gonna add some chili flake, because, you know, it's kind of a set of things I really like in my dry noodles. And we're gonna use a little bit of this fried onion yet again. I think it's a good combo. I think it really sets everything up nicely. I think we're good. And now, you couldn't really even see any of that. Well, now you get to see it. And hopefully the speaker doesn't die while we're doing rotato. Very, very good chance that it will. Alright, here we go. Uh-huh. Well, that's too bad. But anyways, these last two have been quite, I'm gonna say what I'm noticing so far is these guys don't shy away from using a lot of the seasoning options. Like, there's a lot of flavoring in this one. And the last one, it was just like a lot of flavoring in that one. So I like that. I like noodles to be really well coated. I like to have lots of flavor. So it's good stuff. All right. Thanks again to Noodles Accompanied by Happiness for sending this over from Taiwan. And this has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your instant noodles every day. Have a good one. Bye.